We're here in front of the police department, and we are just so appreciative, especially during the holiday season, for our wonderful men and women in blue, for our law enforcement. And we certainly were in there having a really nice conversation with them about how much we support them and some of our ideas for changing some of the things that are going on right now, where the police themselves are quite challenged and hamstrung with their inability to really provide the protection that all the people need, they need, we need, and everybody needs. And a lot of it is because of the leftist policies that we've been foisted here in Chicago with our leadership from the mayor on down, and even in Washington from Joe Biden on down to Congress, where I'm running to try to replace the folks that have really driven us into the ditch, the folks that have really created these problems, whether it's the border, where we've got, millions of people coming across, but we don't have the resources to support them. And along with all of that, some of them are really sweet and nice people, but with 10 million people, you're going to get plenty of crime and prostitution and drugs. And of course, you also have the fentanyl problem coming across the border, and it's really just quite out of control. How do you fix that? Well, there are real ways to fix it, but we can't expect the same people that got us into this trouble to fix it. So the way to fix it is to replace these guys, to send them home packing. They've had their chance. They've blown it. They've hurt us with the economy, with crime, with fentanyl, drugs, and of course with this open border issue. So what we can do is get together, all of us, and understand how we've been taken advantage of, how all of these policies have really hurt us so badly, and we can just turn it around by voting these people out of office, putting new people in there with new, fresh ideas, which really are common sense solutions. Things like making crime illegal again, making drugs like fentanyl, let's put a stop to that altogether. So many things that we can do simply, but we're going to need new leadership to do it. So thank you for your support. I'm Mark Rice, rice4congress.com. And together we can do this. Thanks.
For our police officers does a terrific job, an unbelievable job. We want this neighborhood to be beautiful again, to deter the crime. The crime in this neighborhood in particular is through the roof. It's through the roof because we have Democratic politicians that don't know what the hell they're doing. Drugs are pouring into this once beautiful neighborhood. We also have prostitution houses, we have drug houses, and we reported to the Alderwoman Ms. Nugent, who's turning a blind eye on it. Right now, I have a private investigator looking at the fact that there's drug houses and prostitution houses, and once I get the pictures and the video, I'm going to send it to the local press. Today, Samantha Nugent canceled the press from coming out because she doesn't want to be embarrassed. But the fact is, if you make six figures, you're a local politician, you're supposed to do your job at the end of the day. There's been a lot of phone calls to the Alderwoman's office about these drug houses, about these prostitution houses, and she's turning a blind eye to it. All the while, we want to support our police too. Our police are the backbone to our city. They've been ostracized, put down by liberal media, by our local politicians like they're nothing. But the fact is, when you call, who do you call for help? You don't call Ghostbusters, you call the police.